Teemo attacking. Okay, fine. I don't know what Teemo is, so maybe is this like a meme or something somewhere? John, thanks for the uh, 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 trying League of Legends character. Okay, well, I mean, yeah, this is on the first line, so I mean, I'm a Dota person, as people might found from my last stream. So, so, yes. So to me, they'll always be heroes and not champions or whatever it is. Cool. Okay, let me actually get to the problem now. Uh, cool. Let me add the marker. Okay, in LOL world, there's a hero called Teemo. Okay, thanks, friends. And his attacking can make his enemy Ash be in poison condition. Now, given Teemo's attacking, oh, let me actually also. I guess I should finish reading first, but I'll link this in the chat so you guys can follow along. Now, given Teemo's attacking ascending time series, given Teemo's attacking ascending time series toward Ash and the poisoning time duration per Teemo's attack, you need to output the total time that Ash is in poison condition. Man, I swear a lot of these Leetcode questions could be like tongue twisters, but you may assume that Teemo's attack at the beginning, at the very beginning of a specific time point, and make Ash be in poison condition immediately. So it seems like some. I mean, without looking into example cases, it just seems like one of those like overlapping interval things. So we'll kind of look into it a little bit. And with that, I always check out the kind of the input output because in some cases it may be small enough that you just have a Boolean array of like 100 elements or something like that, and then you don't why even do any thinking, right? To get it out as soon as possible. The length will be 10,000. The number in the time series is 10 million. So 10 million, 10 million Boolean arrays, probably pushing a little bit, right? So because especially since this dramatically is smaller than 10,000, so we'll probably just do like a sweep line type algorithm uh, where at most we'll have 10,000 events. Okay, let's take a look at the example just to make sure. So input is, so what is 2? Oh, 2 is the duration of each one. So we even have a fixed duration. Okay. So it starts at 1 4. I mean, I could draw. I mean, for visualization, I guess I could draw the. Man, I really need to get one of those touchpad things, but I guess I don't really need to visualize, do I? Okay, fine. So 1 2 3 4 5, and I guess I just. And so this is Teemo's good, and then at 1 it poison twice, and then good again, and then poison twice. So then therefore you output 4. Okay. I mean, I think this is pretty straightforward to visualize. I don't. I mean, I could do the other one. I mean, I think the other example is kind of obvious in that like it probably just do some overlapping thing. So yeah. So in this case, it'll be overlapping. So there are a couple of ways to do these sweep line things, especially with the duration being fixed. You can have the essentially that given that 10,000 input, there will be at most 20,000 events. Let me see. The thing that I'm looking for is also to see if they're like duplicate numbers, which I guess it doesn't really matter. But yeah, it seems like it's okay. So okay. I think the other thing, oh, it's an ascending. So yeah, the other thing I was looking for is to see if it's already sorted. If it's already, because if it's not sorted, then you just sort it, which is a prerequisite for a lot of sweep line things. It doesn't, and sorting is just kind of providing the structure so that you could kind of sweep across in the most easy way. Okay, cool. How do I want to code this? If it's already yeah, if it's already sorted, then I think we could just do something just like a literal one through the time series. Yeah, okay. I think there'll be just some math around like edge cases and stuff like that, but I think we could, it should be okay. So total is what we want to return. Yeah, for usually I would, I mean, in Python in general, you use an iterator and look for just like in theory, I would do like time point in time series, but I'm trying to think if I need to do like things where like I need to look at adjacent elements. Because if you do, then you may do like a SIP or something like that to kind of just have them together. And in Python, it's much easier to do things that way with other tools or something like that. But I think we're probably okay. Okay, let's start at 0. Does that even matter? Okay. I think last poison, maybe. Okay. So at every time event, you have a few things to check. Are we still poisoned? Okay. Um, would that be a boolean or would it be the last if? I mean, so in theory, you could just simulate it with a boolean value, but I think we could actually just uh, keep the last state of the last event. Because it's in ascending order, time series of x of -1 plus duration will always be the latest possible unpoisoned state or beginning of the unpoisoned state. So we don't need to keep more states than that. Uh, oh man, I just realized I've been using different cases. I always forget which language does which. Okay. Um, okay. If time point, oh, so time point is an integer. If so if time point is less than or well, let me make sure I get the state right. Okay, so if the current point in time, if we're poisoned, do we want to do poison or not poison? Okay, fine. Let's do not poison first. So if this is greater than not last poisoned, then last poison is equal to time point plus duration. I think that would be a good state. Otherwise, actually, I think this is going to be true in both cases, but we probably want to save this to the end. But if it's poison, then we want to add something to total probably. Because we want to add total to when the state changes, which is in this case from not, so it was not poison from last poison or from time point minus last poison. So how long was it poisoned for? Huh. There's a lot of edge cases. I really wish I had a sketchpad type thing, but okay. I think I needed to track one more state, which is when it got started. So if start is equal to something like this. Okay. Start is equal to down point. Because if you're poisoned, you just keep on going. And then we have to do something to total. Because then the total is equal to last poisoned minus start. I think this is right, except for there's one more case to consider, which is I think the one more. Yeah, so there's one more case where at the end you're poisoned, but there's no more loop to check. So then I think for that you could in theory just append a really big value in the end. I think that should. Okay, well, yeah, I mean I think this should probably work. Something like ridiculously big was at 10 million, so I'll just choose 20 million, say. I think this is, I mean, okay. I think the easy part about this is I could print out the state at each thing. So this should be easy to debug at least. I think. Oop, huh, man, I do not remember how to do Python 3 append. Oh man. Oh yeah, okay, fine. Is that right? I think I was using Go syntax for a second. None type is not. It's probably something one depend. Okay, fine. I'll do the cell no cases later first. I just want to make sure the rest of the logic is right. Okay. Really should get better at that formatting thing. String format. Well, total you got -1 is not great, but how can it be? Oh yeah, well because I did this first, but cool. Cool. So just to kind of see where things are. So star last. Oh, I guess I could also just press show the total. Yeah, it is. It should be pretty short. I'm sorry. We're already verbose in talking, but you know. So yeah. So okay. So that's the pre-state. I guess I'll print out the old state. I think this was okay. So that happened expected. I don't. Man, I don't know how to append stuff. Am I mean, this looks right. So why is this giving me the append stuff? Is it just this? Do I have to do? Man. Okay. So time point versus last poisoned. Okay. Not sure why I didn't trigger this the second time. Store last poison. Man. Yeah, time point. Store last poison total. And time point is double bigger than that. So, oh, I am an idiot. Okay, fine. Okay, so that worked for that case. I'm going to try the other one that's here. Cool, so that worked too. I guess I'm good to submit. I'm relatively confident. I just a lot of silly mistakes, and that's why we practice, right? Okay, cool. So yeah, in this case, I think so. A mini retro. I mean, I think this was pretty straightforward. I mean, as people point out, but I think the thing that I would the thing here that is something worth pointing out is that I add a sender value at the end so that I don't have to do like otherwise I would have to maybe do an extra case here like if you know or maybe I could have just done like total because I think an alternate solution would just be like this but I guess maybe that could have been okay too but I think for more complicated cases you don't necessarily want to kind of you just want to add a sender value so that you know, you don't have to add an extra case for having it at the end. Okay, cool. In terms of an interview question, I think actually this is probably I think this is a relatively standard interview question. I can imagine this being asked in an interview question. I don't know if I like it to be honest, but it is very common, like interviewee kind of merge or and so forth. So so this is something that I actually would you know consider practicing that one. Cool.